This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Powerball has now jackpotted to a record-breaking $200 million.
No other songs with money in it?
Oh, man, 200 mil.
Oh, I love that one, though. It's a classic.
This is where the people that don't even play Lotto, this is where they're going and they're making the effort to pop into a news agency and get a ticket. But it keeps jackpotting. I said to you this morning, we keep talking about finding a winner.
Yep.
Let's keep jackpotting, Kate. I want to get it up to $1 billion. Geez, that'll have the country buzzing, wouldn't it?
I know.
God. What about this? I only realised, if you look at where the tickets are sold, quite often they're out of the city. You know, when they cross to a winner. It was sold at this news agency.
Yeah.
They'll do in the news and it'll be out of town. What I realised today is that there's a suburb that has had more wins than any other suburb in New South Wales.
Oh.
The postcode is 2530.
Well, that's out. That's far out of the city.
The beautiful area of Dapto.
Tommy's got that tattoo on his back.
No, that's different.
My lower back, guys.
Because that's a prison number. Dapto is your number one spot to buy a ticket.
Dapto?
Yep.
Oh, that worries me.
Why?
Well,
because you bet on the dogs there
you
so
win
much?
and then you from Dapto News Agency straight to the dogs.
Well, this is the dish lickers are the best in Dapto, without a doubt.
You wanted to do a team night at the Dapto races, didn't you?
I know.
Sorry, we'll get on to that.
Well, actually, Lenno did, and I think we're crossing to Lenno now, aren't we? Lenno, are you there?
Yeah, g'day guys. Just sitting in the Nova car outside the station.
Lenno, we need you at Dapto this morning, mate, because News Express Dapto
Yep.
and also Dapto News Agency have had two big wins, taking the total of the suburb to 4. What street are you on, mate?
Well, currently I'm on Bank Street, but in the GPS here in the car, I've put it into Bong Bong Road. Is where we're going.
Oh, Bong Bong Road.
All right.
Yeah.
Your favourite thing to do in Dapto, Lenno.
Maybe they never really won. They just thought they did.
So Lenno, can you tell us what are the two news agencies in Dapto that you're going to where they've sold the most winning tickets?
There's the Dapto News Agency, aptly named, and the Express News Agency, I believe. But I think we'll go to the one in the mall.
So these are the two luckiest places to buy tickets. I mean, Lenno, can you get out there now? We need you to pick up some tickets for the team. At the same time, I reckon there's a scratchy in it. I mean, these are lucky shops. This is the lucky shop.
And what day is it? Thursday. Which magazine comes out on a Thursday? In the old days, it was Who.
Well, Lenno subscribes to Take 5.
And OK magazine.
I think Zoo as well.
Yeah.
I always used to check for Home Bloke of the Week.
FHM. Would you mind?
Lenno, you've got a favourite monthly reading that you pick up, do you, mate?
Yeah, it's definitely Zoo, if that's still even around.
Yeah,
So,
just love the password.
Never throw the old ones out, Lenno. Never throw them out.
Well, being a jockey yourself, Lenno, I think it was Horse and Hound, wasn't
Oh, mate. All right. So, Lenno, start the car. Hopefully you got the mini tramp in the back so you can bounce up and the person behind the counter can see you.
Oh, God. You can't.
What about me?
Mr. Summers, can I get a multi-pick?
That's not funny.
I'm not making any of these jokes, Lenno.
It's not funny, Lenno. You're tiny.
I've noticed, Kate. I've noticed.
Yeah,
I know
but-
who my friends are.
Yeah, but you got a thumping heart, mate, and that's why we're proud of you. You got a really big heart.
It's all crammed in there, but he does have one.
It's all packed in. Kate's joined in, mate. The joke's on you. Thanks, Kate.
No room for your lungs or your kidneys, but your heart's in there.
That's all right. Who needs an appendix, eh?
Okay, that's 2 from Kate now, so she's definitely joined in. She's all in, mate. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so Lenno, start the car, get out to Dapto. Let's chat to the people of Dapto this morning and see how they're feeling about the draw tonight. And all our listeners will win Powerball tickets. You got to get on air though, and you'll get yourself a ticket.
So every listener will be getting a Dapto Powerball ticket, Tommy.
Is it a Dapto Power?
Yeah,
It's a
is.
Dapto one.
Yeah.
It doesn't say Dapto on
That's
it,
why
though.
we're sending Lenno. He was sending him to the luckiest
Go
place
get 'em,
to get the
Lenno.
luckiest tickets.
How many are we going to buy out there, Tommy? What do you reckon?
Well,
Let's get 100.
Well,
Well, just...
yeah, I mean, let's check my budget. But however
about
many
budgets.
listeners we get on air today, and we had some yesterday, they'll all get it from Dapto.
Okay.
Tommy, can we get Adam Spencer on the show? Because he's always good with probability in Lotto, and he
that's true.
tells us what of our odds of winning and I don't know, syndicates, what's the best thing to do. We have found out that the luckiest news agencies all come from Dapto. The Dapto Express News Agency and the Dapto News Agency. And our man Lenno, who works on the team, Lenno is on his way out there. Have you got to Dapto yet, Lenno?
No, I haven't got to Dapto. Just cruising down the M1. I think I'm about to go past the Bulleye Park.
Right, okay. Well, we just checked it too on the map. You're sort of 78 k's from Pyrmont. So an hour 28 it's reading just to get to the luckiest news agency there is, mate, to buy the tickets.
31 k's left.
Yeah, did you
31
stop?
k's left.
Did you stop for a McDonald's drive-through or something?
Oh, Kate, I was really hanging for a sausage and egg McMuffin, but I thought, look, if I'm out here, I'm going to see what the local cuisine in Dapto is. Maybe pick up a saucy roll or something from...
Yeah, stay away. Well, we've just sent an email out around the office, Lenno, and we've got our order in. You've got to get 375 multi-picks, if that's okay.
Okay. How many of those have the name Fitzy on them?
Yes.
And don't drop into the dogs. We know you love it there, mate. But Lenno...
I think we're about 10 hours early for the dogs, I think, but I'm not going to hang around. I'm going to do race 3, number 6.
Number 6. I'm just jotting it down and pop into the temple on the way back. That's always lovely.
They made Lenno wear a muzzle to the Christmas party. Which is,
they did not. So we've crossed to Dapto. Now we cross to the man who is a self-proclaimed numbers nerd. He's got a PhD in maths, and we adore him. Adam Spencer, welcome to the show, Spence!
How are we, guys? It's a very exciting day for a mathematician when the Powerball goes big. Back-to-back radio interviews. I'm getting my geek on. Let's go.
You must be fizzing today, Spence. It's like when there's a thunderstorm for the bomb. You know, this isn't a weather front. This is a numbers game for you. Break it down for us. What are we looking at tonight?
So you've got to pick 7 balls out of 35. That's about a 1 in 7 million chance. And then you've got to pick the Powerball. That's another 1 in 20. The total odds are 1 in 134 million that you win with an individual ticket tonight.
Oh, don't say that.
Can you give us some other things to compare it to, Spence? Like what's likely to happen to us more than that?
So it's like I'm thinking of a random person in all of Greater Sydney, and they are thinking of a random letter in the alphabet. So I've got to pick a random person in all of Greater Sydney and the letter of the alphabet they've got in their head. Wow. You're more likely to die struck by lightning on the way to the news agency, even if you're in Dapto, than you are to win the big prize. Have fun, but just please don't go putting money on this expecting to win. It is astronomically unlikely that you will.
Have you got a ticket? That's what I want to know. Are you putting us off buying a ticket so your chances are greater?
No, I sit back and get all sexy about the maths of this. I don't go putting my money in. If you want to, knock yourself out. A couple of little things you might want to think about. If you're in a syndicate, for the love of God, make sure the rules are absolutely crystal clear. If someone doesn't give you their money today because they were away sick, or if you cover someone or whatever, what's the deal there? 2, if someone says, trust me, I've got a system where we will win, they are lying. There is no guarantees to win. Number 3, if you do win it, right, if you actually do win some massive amount of money, don't tell anyone. Just pay off your mortgage, park it in the bank, and 12 months from now you can say, I've won some money in a lottery, and start giving out gifts. If people know you've won the 200 million, you just hear stories of people who, for the rest of their lives, are just hit up by friends of friends of friends of relatives who need money for an operation or whatever. You can it's really
you're cooked.
To win a single gigantic amount like this can change your life, but not necessarily always in an awesomely good way.
You know, Spence, I was also telling Kate earlier, because she said normally I play the smaller ones because there's more chances of winning those amounts. And then I was explaining that the chances of the numbers are exactly the same no matter how many people enter the draw. That's correct, isn't it?
It is, but if more people go in the draw, you're more likely to end up splitting it maybe. With different. And so this is the thing. Sometimes people think I've got to pick some numbers that no one else will pick. So if I do win, I win by myself. So there is an argument of picking a long string of numbers in a row. People are less likely to pick 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. They think it's less likely. It's all the same. But here's the crazy one. I guarantee you the most common selection tonight is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No.
There are thousands of people. There's thousands of people who try that, trying to fool everyone else. If that ever came out, and it's just as likely as anything else, you would be stunned at the thousands of winning tickets that would be splitting the $200 million.
This is fascinating, Spence.
It is fascinating. Can I bring something else up, Fitz, before we move on from Spence and his number crunching? I messaged you the other night, Spence, because the likelihood, and I'm not sure what the odds were, of you being right next to Bob Hawke to film him sculling that beer at the SCG was just an extraordinary moment, but you were there and you witnessed...
It's probably the most Australian moment ever. Bob Hawke, I was there at the cricket. Bob Hawke had been at a special function. He was leaving. He walked past the bay of Richie Benos and he looked out and gave him a wave, and they all start going, Hawkey, Hawkey. Someone passes him a schooner. And Bob Hawke does this thing where he looks at him and goes, oh, no, I can't. They're going, Hawkey, Hawkey. Oh, no, I can't. Hawkey, Hawkey. He's leading him on. He just turns, necks it. It doesn't even hit the side, throws it in the air, turns and winks at them and walks away with this look of, yeah, I've still got it, boys. Don't you worry.
But you know the best thing about that video is once he's done it and everyone's cheering, you see an Adam Spencer just walk away with the biggest grin on his face. You can see you in the background.
I love it.
Spence, also, just before you go, I think it's coming up to 20 years that you had this amazing job of starting breakfast radio. There's whispers going around that you and Will Anderson could be getting back together for something. Is that true?
Yeah, there's a bit of chat. We might get together and do a few live shows at the end of the year for a sort of 20-year reunion tour. I can guarantee you if we do that, the little white pills we'll be taking before the show these days will be anti-arthritis medication. So we'll see how we go.
Bit of Panadol Osteo, hey?
Now, if you want to go, Spence is My Boys Are Addicted to Adam Spencer. If you want to go check out his range of books, including Maths 101, Number Games, there's some great ones there for the kids. Go to adamspencer.com.au. We love you, Spence. Thanks for coming on, brother.
Best of luck tonight, people. Good luck.
Thanks, mate.
Powerball has now jackpotted to a record-breaking $200 million.
Then we found out the number one suburb in New South Wales that have had more Division 1 wins than any other, 2530, Dapto, famous for the doggies.
So we sent out Lenno, a valued team member there, which was great for Lenno because he could catch up with his kids out there as well. Lenno, you there, buddy?
I'm here. I'm at 17 Bong Bong Road, the Dapto's News. It's a lucky 7 fresh convenience. Tell you guys, there's the blue and silver balloons out the front. They're celebrating the Powerball. There's even a sign here, extended hours for one day only, Thursday the 1st. Today, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m.
No way. Are they advertising themselves as the luckiest spot to get a ticket?
I haven't seen that. They are advertising a toy sale, and the cafe is now open.
Oh, that's
but I can't see that they're... I think they must be modest down here. It's so modest, in fact, I've only been able to arrive about 2 minutes ago. I haven't even had a chance to get much more than about 12 seconds out of the cashier. She's run off her feet. There's been a steady line it's been about 3 or 4 deep, but as one moves away, another person walks in. And all I've managed to speak to her, I said, I heard you're the luckiest ones. Have you been busy? Yes, as she went to serve another customer, and I haven't had a chance to get to speak to her. The bloke at the cafe, he's whipping up coffees. It is happening in Dapto.
Well, maybe, Lenno, you're only 4 foot tall. She might think you're a kid that she doesn't have time for. You need to go up to her and you need to buy. How many tickets are we getting, Tommy?
Well,
close to 100, I would have thought.
Yeah, because every caller today and yesterday gets a ticket, so probably 100.
Lenno, can you go and grab yourself a $2 scratchy as well, mate, just for your efforts this morning? If that's the lucky shop.
And a mocha. What do you have when you have a coffee?
I'm usually a skinny cappuccino.
Sure.
Can you go down to the Dapto? Can you go down to the Dapto Hotel as well and put a couple of kinos on for me as well, Lenno?
I can actually. Funnily enough, this news agency's across the road from the Dapto Hotel.
Wow.
So there we go. So 100 tickets, a scratchy, a copy of Women's Weekly, Kino ticket, and then I'm at the dog.
I think you should maybe stay overnight too. Maybe check yourself into a Dapto hotel, because in the morning you might have to do a cross from the Dapto News Agency if they're the luckiest place in town.
Coming back. No, I think Kate, I've legally signed a document that says I hand the tickets back before the draw.
That's annoying. And the thing is too, Kate, if you've seen Leno's social media, he does a great beer review. So if you can just see if there's any, see what's on tap at the local, mate, and do a beer review for us as well.
Yeah, no worries. We can do 7 out of 10.
I know this probably sounds a bit weird, but if they're a lucky town, go around that town for the next half hour and touch as many people as you can. Lenno.
What do you mean?
And come home in the paddy wagon.
Not the first time, is it, Lenno?
Hey,
What a great day at the
me.
races that was. All right, mate, get those tickets and come home.
Good luck.
Do it now.
Will do. Thanks, guys.
Fits in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.